Okay, it's time to get legal here. Don't let legal fees break the bank for you, because Bud Kluek is with us. He is our board-certified family law specialist, and we're going to try to minimize the cost of your particular case. And we don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater. Oh, before I get to that, though, it was your birthday. Yesterday was your birthday. A little bird told me. So happy birthday yesterday.
Thank you, Joe.
Do you share your birthday with anybody famous? This is just...
Yes.
Digress here for a moment.
Yes, I do.
Besides yourself,
I mean? Yeah. I share with Lee Greenwood, who wrote in saying, "I'm proud to be in America, because at least I know I'm free," with Theodore Roosevelt, the 26th President of the United States, Captain Cook, who found discovered the Hawaiian Islands, and, of course, John Gotti, the godfather of the Colombo crime family. So all of those people, as well as Bud, were born on October the 27th.
Well, what do you know? Well, so then, and my son-in-law.
There you go.
As a matter of fact, come to think of it, was his birthday yesterday. Well, okay, we're talking about throwing the baby out with the bathwater. How does that work in family law?
Well, as you know, Joe, that expression means that you're facing a difficulty and you hit upon a solution that actually makes matters worse. You actually, by overreacting to the problem, you act in a manner that's counterproductive and makes matters worse. And in the instance of family law or any legal issue, everybody's heard these horror stories that their sister's divorce or their cousins or neighbors was so expensive. Or maybe it's not even a divorce. Maybe somebody got arrested, maybe for a DUI, or somebody sued another person for money damages, and you hear about the legal fees and you just go, oh my goodness. And the answer, a lot of people I think imagine, is to try to muddle through and represent yourself, and that's never a good answer.
No.
It's never the right answer, any more than trying to extract your own appendix, perhaps, or pull your own teeth. It's not a good idea. You know, Joe, statistically speaking, the number one cause of women living in poverty is bad divorces. That's true in this country. So the number one source of women living in poverty is bad divorces. It's so important to get it right that that's not something that you should try to muddle through on your own. Trying to save fees, on the other hand, is a really good idea. There's such a big middle ground between, on the one hand, hiring an attorney for all purposes and just saying, do whatever you need to do and send me a bill, on the one hand, and on the other hand, trying to muddle through on your own. There's such a middle ground where people can try to save fees, and we will help them do that.
Well, okay, so what is one of the ways, just as an example here, we can save fees?
Well, I would say there'd be three. Number one, the first thing would be to understand that there's a direct relationship to how much you're fighting with your ex and wrangling back and forth, particularly if you involve the attorneys, and how much you're going to pay for it. So one of the answers is, what can you still work out together without involving the attorneys, kind of offline, and let the attorneys concentrate on the really big issues, the large assets or whatever. Number two, I would suggest to scrutinize your bills. We're human, and we make mistakes like anybody else. Don't take an adversarial tone with your attorney. But if you want to ask...
No, I don't think you want to tick off your own attorney, do you?
No, there's enough adversarialness with the other side.
Right.
But, for example, if you want to say, did it really take an hour and a half, they may say, oh, no, that was a half an hour, that's just a typo, and you save yourself some money that way. And the other way, it seems to me, is to hire a firm with a sufficient amount of staff so that somebody on an appropriate level can handle your matter, for example. I am a board-certified specialist, as we remarked, and I've also been doing it for more than 20 years. There are certain tasks that are appropriate for me to handle, but there are other kind of tasks that another attorney with less experience and therefore less expensive could handle, or a paralegal could handle. And if you have a sufficiently large firm, you can have various tasks assigned on appropriate levels and therefore appropriate amounts of money.
Well, this is refreshing. You have an attorney who wants to save you on attorney's fees.
Well, when somebody hires us, Joe, one of the things they're handed is actually a handout saying how to save attorney's fees.
Right. All right. Well, there you go. Garrison Bud Kluek, attorney, and you know where to go. All right. There are other offices around town as well, but that's the main one there, not far from San Diego State area. Okay. Law and mediation offices of Garrison Kluik. Thank you so much, Bud, once again. Happy
You betcha.
birthday.
Thank you so much.
All right. For more information, SanDiegoSix.com. And Ruben is at Monte Vista High in Spring Valley. Out there, get out and vote. Boom, boom.